The tension surrounding Prince Harry on the Graham Norton Show, when actress Kate Winslet subtly avoided addressing him, is more than a fleeting awkward TV moment. It encapsulates a broader, more unsettling narrative about Harry's standing in the public eye and his complicated relationship with both his family and the media. This on-air incident has quickly become fodder for speculation, raising questions about whether it was a simple oversight or an intentional snub that speaks volumes about Harry's increasingly complex role as a royal in exile. The background to this moment is crucial to understanding its impact. Since stepping back from royal duties in 2020 alongside Meghan Markle, Harry's journey has been defined by an attempt to balance personal freedom with public scrutiny. Their departure, coined as Megxit, marked not just a logistical shift but a seismic cultural one. It set the tone for contentious relationships within the monarchy and left Harry and Meghan navigating a maze of criticism, loyalty tests, and brand-building efforts far removed from Buckingham Palace. As Winslet sidestepped directly acknowledging Harry, viewers and analysts alike took note of Harry's immediate reaction, visible discomfort and an unusual silence. For many, this moment hinted at Harry's internal struggle with identity and belonging. The silence was as telling as words. It appeared to broadcast the weight of public rejection and perhaps a twinge of deeper resentment, possibly directed at both the entertainment industry's fickle support and his own royal lineage. Social media users were quick to dissect the moment, with hashtags such as #TeamKate and #PrinceHarry'sIsolation trending within hours. On platforms like Twitter and Instagram, royal watchers and general audiences expressed divided sentiments. Some saw Winslet's move as a reflection of shifting allegiances and discontent with Harry's public narrative, implying that Hollywood may not be as unanimously supportive of the Sussexes as previously assumed. Others took it as a moment that underscored Harry's isolation, not just in America, where he and Meghan are striving to build a new public identity, but within the context of his legacy as a British royal. The depth of these reactions ties back to an ongoing dialogue about Harry's evolving image. Supporters of Meghan Markle argue that her influence has helped Harry break free from the constraints of a stifling institution. However, critics paint her as the force behind a growing chasm between Harry and the rest of his family. This dichotomy between reformist hero and divisive figure has fueled endless narratives in both tabloids and respected media alike, illustrating the nuanced and often contradictory ways in which Harry and Meghan are perceived. The media's portrayal of the couple frequently revisits a core theme: their ongoing quest for validation beyond royal titles. Winslet's cold shoulder was perceived as a symbolic reminder that, despite their best efforts, Harry and Meghan still straddle two worlds, royalty and Hollywood, where acceptance is not guaranteed. Royal commentators and insiders have long debated the strain this balancing act places on Harry, who spent his life accustomed to deference and status, now navigating a space where he must earn respect without the automatic privilege of his titles. Prince Harry's decision to remain silent after the interaction speaks volumes. In previous times, he might have employed a quick smile or a deft joke to defuse any perceived slight. Now, the absence of such gestures felt weighty. Analysts have suggested that this could reflect broader dissatisfaction, either directed at his treatment in media circles or an underlying awareness of how far he has strayed from the institutions that defined his youth. Such silence may also underscore the dilemma faced by Harry and Meghan. How much do they lean into their royal past to sustain their public brand versus how much they attempt to shed it in favor of new, independent identities? Meanwhile, Meghan Markle's name, inevitably linked to any discussion of Prince Harry, once again became central to the dialogue. Supporters argued that Meghan's efforts have helped modernize Harry's outlook, equipping him with the tools to step away from royal norms and focus on issues close to his heart, like mental health and veterans' affairs. Critics, however, saw this incident as a byproduct of Meghan's alleged influence, suggesting that her push for independence and change has also isolated Harry, depriving him of the foundational support system he once relied upon. The Winslet-Harry incident mirrors other subtle exclusions that Harry has faced in recent months as he and Meghan attempt to build a life centered on media ventures, documentaries, and humanitarian work. Their post-royal journey has been marked by highs and lows. Deals with major streaming platforms like Netflix, projects criticized for lack of substance, and the launch of new initiatives that often receive mixed public responses. Each move, in turn, shapes Harry's evolving legacy. Will he be remembered as a trailblazer who redefined what it means to be royal, or as someone who struggled to find his footing after relinquishing the security of a world he once knew so intimately? The effects of such high-profile incidents extend far beyond Harry and Meghan's American endeavors. They impact public perception and fuel the ongoing speculation surrounding the monarchy's internal dynamics. Meghan's presence is often framed as a wedge between Harry and his family, most notably his father, King Charles III, and brother, Prince William. Although reconciliation has been floated as a possibility in media narratives, gestures like Winslet's refusal to acknowledge Harry raise questions about how deep these divisions run and whether Harry's attempts to reconcile public and personal life are ultimately achievable. What this moment on the Graham Norton Show illuminates is that Harry and Meghan's place in the modern world remains ambiguous. Caught between their royal past and an uncertain celebrity future, their attempts to craft a distinct identity come with inherent challenges. They must grapple with a public that is both fascinated by and divided over their choices, and a royal institution that, while no longer actively involved in their day-to-day lives, looms large in their narrative. Ultimately, this incident is a microcosm of Prince Harry's broader struggle, the battle to define himself on his terms while contending with the formidable shadows of both tradition and fame. The snub has provided a lens into Harry's current emotional and public state, reminding everyone that for all the talk of independence, some parts of the past are not so easily left behind. The outcome of this journey, marked by moments of visible discomfort and silence, continues to be watched with keen interest, sparking curiosity about how Harry and Meghan will navigate the complex maze of modern royalty and celebrity in the years to come.